Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
Make money from your podcast with the Odyssey Creator Lab. You create the show, we bring the advertisers. Apply now at creators.odyssey.com.
You know it's not over, right?
What's that?
Strange Things. Nothing that profitable ever ends. It'll come back one day. Worse than ever.
Justin nodded as this random man with an obvious toupee and a matching gray tracksuit got called to the next available cashier, starting his order before he even hit the counter. His bulging gut was ready for half the menu as he finger-gunned what he wanted.
Who's your friend?
I have no idea. People just love talking to me. He's a swell guy, your husband.
Mandy smirked as she followed Justin to the next available cashier. This was a mostly guaranteed way of making his wife smile, referring to him, her husband, in the third person. Or was it fourth person? He didn't know the specifics when it came to numerological references. Unlike Toupee Tracksuit Man, they did not have their order ready. The movie theater order depended on the movie, or in this case, finale of a global phenomenon TV show.
Large popcorn. And medium Diet Coke.
Medium?
Large will keep me up all night. And peanut butter M&Ms for my husband. He's a swell guy.
Caldwell is about 20 miles west of Boise and has a charming small-town feel. The movie theater in town is the Liberty Theater, a historic, single-screen theater that often shows indie films or classic movies. Tonight, that would not be the case. As with many other theaters across the country, tonight, they would be screening the finale of Strange Things, one of the most popular shows of all time. It is the signature show on ScreenFlix and has been for the almost 15 years of its run. Everyone in Caldwell was in shock that Liberty would be screening a TV finale. Justin and Mandy had heard about the big movie theater chain screening the finale at precisely 8 p.m. But Liberty Theater in Caldwell, Idaho, well, that was not in their cards, but that just goes to show the reach of Strange Things. Even Liberty Theater wanted to get in on the action.
Are we on the aisle?
Just be happy we got tickets. And you like aisles because of your luscious legs.
I do. I'm a tall drink of water. Gotta stretch out the trunks.
Justin tried to suavely pose for his wife as he stuck his legs out into the aisle, but quickly redacted when an old woman nearly tripped over them.
Oh, apologies, ma'am.
If you get us kicked out for killing an old woman, I'm gonna murder you.
It's Miss Danes. She didn't recognize me.
Who?
Miss Danes,
The lights dimmed and the crowd started gleefully clapping. It was packed, mostly on the younger side. Strange Things seemed to cover many quadrants, yet it primarily appealed to people in their 20s and 30s. People who could truly appreciate the nostalgia of growing up in the 1990s, which was a big reason it became the global phenomenon that it is now. The creators of Strange Things, the Swiffer brothers, appeared on screen to thank everyone for coming to watch their finale in a theater as opposed to home. Then they asked that we please all turn off our cell phones. Silence for the silver screen. That was their phrase. They kept it short and sweet, ending with,
"But most importantly, enjoy the show. One last time."
You could hear people tearing up. The screen went black. Giddiness across the theater was palpable. Nearly 15 years in the making, 7 seasons, a cast that ballooned to roughly 30 lead characters, Strange Things fanatics had watched their core characters grow from children to adults, from unknown faces to worldwide movie stars. Initially, the whole cast were new. That's what made it so special. You only knew them from this show. It was as if they were those characters. Mandy was squeezing Justin's arm and shaking him with anticipation.
If you talk, I'll murder you.
The screen remained black. There was just the faintest hint of the now iconic Strange Things instrumental score opening. And then, right as the screen cut to an up-close shot of Molly Jimmy Green, the hero of the show, taking the hood off her sweatshirt to reveal her heroic face, staring up into the night sky, the screen went black.
Is this the show?
That was the question being whispered all along the theater, including by Justin.
Go, husband, go!
Me? Why me?
Because the world needs a hero right now.
Justin got up on his trunks and started to walk back. 2 other men did the same thing. 3 heroes walking out of the theater as everyone began to jitter and jammer with extreme nerve and disappointment.
You gotta be kidding me.
Was a frequently heard statement during the 10 seconds it took Justin to walk out of the theater and back into the lobby. Justin narrowly got to the lobby first, and therefore he had to be the one who told them.
Hi, we're watching the Strange Things finale and the screen just shut off.
Sorry about the disruption, folks. We are working on a solution. Hopefully this will be resolved soon.
What does that mean, kid?
Rapid snapping of fingers was heard behind Justin. They were coming from the tracksuit toupee who randomly smoked to Justin while in line earlier. He stepped forward, trying to alpha the situation.
Excuse me, children, but we paid to watch something and the screen shut off.
One of the teenage cashiers, the one with more acne and less facial hair, looked up, nervous. The other teenage cashier, with less acne and more facial hair, cleared his throat before holding his cell phone to show them what was being referred to. Justin took out his cell phone. They weren't lying. 0 bars, no service.
Do you guys...
The third man, along with Justin in tracksuit toupee, was an older man. Very tall, 6'5" if Justin had to guess, with tiny circled glasses and a lurching presence. Justin alluded to his phone as he side-turned towards Tracksuit and Lurch. Tracksuit took out his phone and turned it on.
I turned it off because I have respect for my fellow man.
Tracksuit snort-laughed and then playfully hit Justin on the shoulder. Justin turned to Lurch, who shook his head and said he did not have a cell phone.
Checks out. I got no bars. Well, isn't that just a peach? What kind of theater are you guys running here anyway? I could be at home watching the Strange Things finale, but I came here to support local business. Are we going to get a couple comps or what?
More acne, less facial hair, cleared his throat and said they were trying to fix the situation right now, but if unable to...
Let me tell you something, Pipsqueak. My douchebag brother is going to start texting me about the finale as soon as it wraps. If I have it spoiled for me, so help me God, I will burn this whole place down. I'm kidding, of course. My point is, I like a real good comp for my troubles.
You felt that?
Felt that? Ask the turd in my undies.
The general manager went into the theater to make an announcement as the 3 heroes followed him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize for the delay. We are having some technical issues.
Tracksuit was clearly a fan of gabbing, mainly towards Justin.
It's probably China.
What's that?
China is messing with our Wi-Fi because they want Screenflix's stock to plummet. Streaming services are becoming the most recognizable brand in our whole country. This is how it starts, pal. They blank the streamers, and before you know it, we're a third world country.
Justin had been looking forward to this all year, all decade. Ever since they announced the finale dates, he'd been waiting. He couldn't even remember the last time he had been to a movie theater. Mandy was 6 months pregnant. Not that the pregnancy derailed their theater-going habits, but it was just another reason to stay home and avoid the hassle that came with the outside world. Justin sat down next to Mandy, who was deep in conversation with a woman behind her.
What did they say?
They're going to make an announcement, but it seems like they lost service.
Lost service? Don't they have a troubleshooting system in this place?
What is happening?
This isn't fair. We hope to resolve this
Tell
quickly.
them about the comps.
What the hell was that?
China.
Did you say China?
The lights went out.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They gon' find
and
it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
This is Free Range with Von Miller, the podcast where I step outside the lines and I take you with me. Each week, we're talking everything from the biggest stories around the league to the biggest stories off the field. This isn't your average sports podcast. This is game meets culture, locker room meets living room, and no topic is off limits. So if you're into good conversations that ruffle a few feathers, join me every Wednesday and follow Free Range with Von Miller everywhere you get your podcast.
Tracksuit stood up and pointed towards Justin for affirmation.
I told you it was China.
People began to get up out of their seats, heading towards the lobby. Mandy, Justin, and everyone else followed suit. The lobby was more lit up thanks to the moonlight shining in from the outside. The 200 or so attendees began to swirl around each other, trying to stay calm and swap theories about what was causing this. The younger folks were furious that they were missing the finale.
Let's go home.
You want to go home?
If we race back, we could start at home and we won't be behind anyone else.
Other people had that idea too. The younger ones who had dragged their parents with them. They were scurrying out of the theater, shaking their no-service cell phones, reprimanding their parents for being too slow.
Give it 5 minutes. We're here. Might as well give it 5.
Okay. What was that noise? An earthquake?
In Idaho? I can't remember the last time we got one.
Well, what else could it have been?
Justin's eyes were fixed on Lurch and his wife, who walked over towards the glass front doors. They were looking up towards the sky. Justin walked over, curious, standing in Lurch's shade.
What do you think that was?
It wasn't from the ground. It was from the sky, Jimmy.
The car won't start?
Hon, look.
Justin turned the key. Nothing happened. Not even a flicker of power.
Didn't you just bring it in for a checkup?
I got an oil change. There's nothing wrong with the car.
Well, clearly there is, Justin.
Hon?
Before Justin could continue, he saw something nearby.
Where are you going?
Hey, your car won't start?
A small family of 4 with 2 daughters, roughly 10 years old, got out of their minivan and were now pacing around the sidewalk.
Nope, you?
No.
By now, Mandy was outside and watching. A third of the theater were now in the street, getting out of their cars, walking around in circles, trying to figure out why their various vehicles of various makes and models were not starting.
Just like I told you.
Everyone turned around to see Tracksuit standing in the back of his brand new Ford pickup truck.
China.
Who the hell is that guy?
Kids were now screaming at their parents to call an Uber. Parents were now screaming back at their kids that they couldn't call an Uber because they had no cell phone reception. A couple men started sprinting down the street. One of the men could be heard wheezing from a block away. He sounded like a dragon who had just had his guts sliced open, swearing as he hightailed it down the dark street.
Son of a bitch! I'm missing it! I'm missing the finale!
Should we just walk?
It's like 3 miles.
This blackout could be all night. I don't want us waiting around for hours. It's cold.
Mandy looked around, hoping to see a glimmer of hope, a solution, something, anything. All she saw were more and more people leaving the theater, going to their cars, realizing their cars didn't start. A small pack of teenagers began sprinting down the street as fast as they could.
It's really 2.5 miles.
Mandy was thinking. None of the options sounded very appealing.
Can't be a coincidence.
Tracksuit was now standing next to Justin, chewing gum, loudly.
What's that?
Think about it. You're one of the bigwigs at Screenflix. You got this property hotter than lava. People have been clamoring for this finale going on a decade. What if you didn't release it? Walk with me, kids. You black out the whole country, delay the release, build up anticipation, tie the whole thing into some sort of global conspiracy. The internet, once it came back online, would explode. I'm talking social media atomic bomb. Strange things would have pop culture by its throat. Am I right, or what?
Mandy and Justin stood there in silence. Mandy looked at Justin to end this conversation. Justin, however, looked intrigued. Mandy, therefore, had to step up to this delusional plate and tell him,
Oh, I don't know about that. Seems like an awful lot of work to go through. Wouldn't you just upset your fan base, making them wait?
Tracksuit began to walk over even closer, as if he was presenting the closing argument for a murder trial in front of a grand jury.
That's where you're wrong. That's where everyone is wrong. You see, a good ending doesn't get people talking. A good ending is boring. You can't argue over a good ending. You want to get clicks? You want to control the conversation? Rage. Rage gets people talking. And there's nothing in 2025 that makes people more upset than a bad ending to a TV show. Now, ask yourself, what is the worst ending of all? An ending without an ending.
Mandy took another beat, waiting again for Justin to say something, which he did not.
So, you're saying Screenflix shut down the power across the country so they can delay the finale of their flagship show because it would piss people off and draw more attention to the show that they didn't release?
Bingo, Prego.
Tracksuit nodded as his eyes began to widen while taking out his vape and dragging. Then, softly, he added,
Congrats on the kid, by the way. Let me guess, 6 months?
We're gonna head back. Nice meeting you.
You want me to tag along? I worked security at Pizza Hut back in the 90s.
No, we're fine, but thank you.
Get home safe, folks. Nice meeting you, Jimmy.
As Justin and Mandy rounded the corner, he gave an extra long look back towards Tracksuit. Tracksuit was watching them walk away, his eyes lit up by his vape pen.
Why'd you tell him your name was Jimmy?
I didn't.
So why did he call you Jimmy?
Mandy was looking around at every house while they walked down the middle of the street, hand in hand.
I can't remember it ever being this quiet. Not one light. Did you see any the entire time?
Let's just get home.
It won't be much better there. I don't think we have any candles. Do we even have a flashlight?
Did you see it? The finale?
Mandy and Justin clutched their chests. Standing against his car, sipping a scotch, was their neighbor, Andy. He had a pencil-thin mustache with a receding hairline and a Boise versus the World t-shirt.
Andy, you scared us.
I've been waiting 15 dang years for that finale. And this is what I get? A big turd on my face. Me and some of the guys from Kickball are gonna drive to Screenflix. First thing tomorrow morning. You wanna come? Donnie's making some sandwiches.
How are you gonna get there? Does your car work?
Andy fumbled keys out of his pocket and then got into his Saab. When he turned the engine, nothing happened. Not even a flicker.
Son of a bitch! You know what this is, don't you? They're screwing with us. This could have been a real pleasant New Year's Eve, celebrating each other, our lives, but they had to take that from us. They had to make this all about them. They had to ruin New Year's. Well, I say, no more! No more, Jimmy!
Justin. Andy. His name is Justin, not Jim.
Mandy looked up to the sky and covered her ears, trying to gauge where it was coming from. Something caught her eye. She took a step forward. It opened her jaw, dropping it.
Is that?
Justin took her hand and led her back towards the house.
Good night, Andy.
Good night, Mandy. Jimmy.
Worst finale ever.
Mandy was sitting on the couch, staring at a TV that wouldn't turn on, in the middle of a living room where nothing else would turn on either. Justin walked in and sat next to her.
Found a flashlight.
A tiny one, attached to an old keychain, enough to brighten Mandy's face. She gently took it and then splayed it around the room.
This'll do. So, what do you hope happens?
Huh?
The finale. What would you make happen if you controlled it?
Mandy, I'm starting to think I do.
Oh. Well, that's nice. Do you get health insurance benefits with that job? Because my jaw hurts.
Justin leaned forward. Mandy could tell something was off.
What's wrong?
I've grown up with this show. I love it so much. I really didn't want it to end. No matter what happened tonight, I'd be sad it was over. Even if it was good, I'd be sad. All day I was hoping it wouldn't end, that somehow it would keep going, because then it would stay alive.
Oh, hun. I think a lot of people hoped it wouldn't end. That's why it's a global phenomenon. I think it's sweet that you love it so much. But that's why we watch TV, because it ends. And then life goes on. If shows never ended, we'd grow to hate them. Death makes life important.
Justin took Mandy's hand and softly squeezed.
Yeah, you're right.
The lights came on, so did the TV. On the screen was Screenflix, the thumbnail for the Strange Things finale, with Molly Jimmy Green's face front and center. Mandy shot up. She turned to look out the living room window. Every house light was now on.
We're back! We're back online. Justin, where are you going? Don't you want to watch?
Nah, I'm gonna get some sleep.
Some sleep? You just gave me a speech about how much you love it.
I'll kill it tomorrow. Love you, hun.
Justin winked and then walked out of the room. Mandy was now alone on the couch, holding the remote. The Strange Things finale was here, right in front of her. She couldn't watch without him, of course. That wasn't an option. It was just shocking to her that he opted for bed. So she stood up too, ready to follow him. As she held the remote and pointed it towards the TV, there was something about the thumbnail that just seemed odd. She got up and took a couple steps closer. The thumbnail was of Molly Jimmy Green and a man walking together in the middle of a quiet, dark suburban street, hand in hand.
That husband of mine. What a swell guy.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find
and
it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at Autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Make money from your podcast with the Odyssey Creator Lab. You create the show, we bring the advertisers. Apply now at creators.odyssey.com.